welcome back to Jordan's Game Show. I hope you're well. Tonight's going to be a bit different, isn't it, Grant?
It is. We've got something a little bit different for tonight. Basically, this has come from a request from one of our long-time followers. So, as you do, we'd like to honour our request. Sorry, it's been a little bit late. As you can see, I'm still sorting stuff, still mucking about, sorting stuff out. But anyway, here we are. Right, I'm here now. Basically, what it was, one of the guys who follows the show religiously, Mr. Ash, give you a shout out, Ash Willett, he asked about collecting. Yeah.
Which we all know too well about.
Yeah, obviously we like to collect.
Yeah.
And he said he would like to collect all the consoles. I'm like, whoa, hold on a minute there, Mr. Willett. Hold on a second. Because you know what? That can become a bloody expensive hobby.
Very expensive.
So, unless you made the money, which most of us ain't,
no.
I would say, for a start off, what you need to do is plan it and think about what you actually want. Yeah. What do you want out of it? And what kind of standards are you looking for? And when I say that, what I mean is, how mint do you want things?
Yeah, see what me and Grant mainly go for, we've just always gone for what we've always loved as a child, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, we still try and collect the modern stuff as well, but obviously mainly like I was growing up as a kid, always liked Sega, always liked PlayStation, so I just started to collect them as I can now afford it. So.
Exactly. So just get a couple of shout outs while we're here. So Michelle Smith, Martin Smith, how are you going, guys? Yeah, even in my hard rocking amigos. How are we? Yeah, so do you know what? It's a bit grim in here. Let me get some light on the situation.
Yeah, get some light on it.
Hold on a second, because I need to put this light ring on. I'm not like a light. Who?
Wes is in the house saying...
No way, Wes Bryce.
Yes.
Oh! Hold on, about 1 second.
That's one thing we did forget to do, to prepare the light.
Oh, mate.
That's because you and clicking the keyboard.
That's because I forgot to put the goddamn lights on. Hey,
Martin Smith saying evening. How are we?
Is that it? Am I more beautiful now? Oh, yeah.
That's a spectacular face.
Well, you know how it is. So, anyway, back to the question.
Yes.
So, where to start with collecting?
Shalom.
That is the $1 million question. Numbnuts. Well, whoever Numbnuts is saying long time no speak, Jordan.
Hello. Hope you're good, mate.
Numbnuts. Right, wet the whistle before we carry on, as you know. Diet.
Yep, I've got the old school Fanta.
Bless. Right, so, bear in mind, what we're doing...
It's going to be a long one tonight.
Yeah, possibly.
Definitely, hopefully going to be a long one tonight.
I put a bit of a kind of collage video stuff up, if you like, of you'll see in a minute. It was a lot of work actually. Basic prices. Now I'm going to put these prices up, and these are the kind of prices you can expect to pay for your box standard setups. Yeah. These are by no means the be and end all prices. No,
well, we did check and we did do some searching, and like for some of the Sega Saturn stuff and all the other consoles like your CDI and all that, I'm like, some people are asking like the proper price, then other people are asking like 700 quid. I'm like, what are you doing?
Thing is, right, okay, so price wise, it depends. There's a lot of things. Is it boxed? Is it not?
Yes. What's the condition like?
Yeah, what's the overall condition? Yeah. You know, there's no point having a mint box and a console that looks like it's been drug out of a canal.
That's true.
Okay.
That is very true.
So there's a couple of things. Condition is key.
Yep.
For collectors normally want the box. Obviously, you pay a bit more for that. I will say, if you're not too bothered about originality, there's quite a few
replicas,
like reproduction boxes out there now. So you can buy, say for example, I know at Atari Jaguar, if you get one unboxed, now you can order a brand new box for it. No, it's not an original, if you get my meaning.
If you're struggling to find the box itself, that's the way to go.
Chances are you can get an exact copy of it. We have Martin Smith, what you have for tea. I'm not starting that.
No, I'm not starting
that because...
It's a bloody game show, not a food show.
Well, it's not only that, mate. You know what's coming up and how long it's going to take.
Why?
The video.
Oh yeah, the video itself. Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah.
So
let's not.
I'm not sidetracking it with you. Naughty, Mr. Smith. Naughty. Ash Willett's in the house. Go on, Ash. Yeah. This is for you. Yes. I'm glad you joined us. Anyway, so let's crack on.
Laughing faces. Surprise. Jared saying.
I had chicken and roast vegetables.
It's Jared from the school days. I remember who you are, Jared. Don't worry about that, son.
Good man. Actually. No, it weren't chicken.
Don't get don't, Martin, don't start him off, please. Just let's talk about games.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a long
Martin Smith, it's your fault. Anyway, right, so let's crack on.
Always get sidetracked, don't you?
Always. Anyway, so...
It's either food or motorbikes.
It is, but for today, let's try and not get too sidetracked. No. Right, so anyway, let's start off with the basics, yeah? Here we're going to go through the PlayStations. We haven't included 4 or 5 because they're not.
Yeah, well, everyone knows the price between.
Everyone knows that. They're not really retro.
PlayStation 4 you could probably get from 120 to 220. Obviously, you know with the PS5 at the minute, it's stupidly priced. It's if you can get it from the actual shop itself, 450 to 500. But if you're going to pay it like 700 to 800 otherwise, ain't you?
Yeah, I mean, so let's start at I wouldn't say the bottom of the pile, but let's start somewhere. Let's start with the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So the price you're seeing on the screen now, 30 to 50 quid.
Yeah, that's average price.
We're talking, that's average. Definitely. That's like nice condition, probably got 2 signs somewhere.
Would probably be just a console and a controller itself.
Yeah, in good condition.
In good condition, with 50 quid, you're looking at good condition, obviously controller, probably a few games.
Or the other way around, could be 50 quid, nice condition, but basic. In other words,
nothing with it.
Nothing with it, just a controller, the console boxed. That's the kind of ballpark you're looking. Now, obviously, come on, you know, we've got to play reasonable here. Exactly. If you've got one that's absolutely mint, never been out of the box, got a pile of original rare games with it, of course it's going to be a lot more.
Then you're going to be talking silly money a bit.
But we're just starting off with very basic. What can you get them for? About the least amount you can get them for, kind of, really, yeah? Okay. Numbnuts. Hang on a minute, he did put his name.
It's Jared.
Jared.
Yeah.
Jared. He said, is this going to include retro handhelds like Game Boys? No.
That's where what we've done is there. This is what we have done. We have saved them for another show.
We have. So glad you mentioned it, Jared. The handhelds and that will be coming.
Have loads.
Yeah, pardon me.
You'll have to come round, Jared. You live in Ashby, I think it is.
Yeah, man. Come and have a play. But yeah, like I say, we've only done a small selection. These are all consoles that we do actually own.
Yeah.
Like I say, we've done a small collection for tonight. There's loads more to come. If if people are happy with what we're doing tonight, then we'll do a bit more.
Yeah, we'll do a bit more on this tonight.
So there you go. That's PS1. Yeah. Now that is your normal, basic PlayStation 1. Yeah. There is other variants of it. The little white PS1.
Yes, that had the telly extension.
Yeah, it's the rare black one.
Yes, which I've not seen.
No, I haven't. I have seen it, but not recently.
Yeah, I've not actually seen it in person.
So, like I say, these prices are just for a basic model, nothing special. There you go. Obviously, there will be variants of. Yeah. So, on to PS2.
Believe it or not, PS2 has actually gone up. It used to go from...
Yeah.
Well, this is what me and Grant was laughing at when we went to CEX.
Oh, mate, yeah.
I mean, CEX are charging like literally £40 to £60.
Yeah, for something that literally 18 months ago was 10 or 20 quid. And that's what we
were saying. Like, say about a year ago, before obviously COVID and that was worth £15, £20.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just blame it on COVID.
No, just anyway.
I think stuff's kind of gone up. People are getting a bit of an appreciation for it, shall I say. Just read out a couple more things. Yep. Reese Blowout, I finally got a PS5. Good lad. What did you do? Threaten somebody? I can't find one anyway. Jared coming back. The good old days when I was smashing the Pokemon League on Gen 1 games. Hey, Why not?
Reese is saying, I've got every single PlayStation
console.
I'm jealous, Reese.
We're nearly there. We're missing the number 5. Vari McDonald's in the house. How are you, Vari? So,
like I say, that like button. It does not cost a penny.
Indeed. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
Give it a share it to your friends.
So, PS2. There we go. So again, we're talking basics here. Yes. We're talking a console with the power leads, with a controller, box maybe if you're lucky. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 games to start you off with, and there won't be rare games. Very rare,
you know. I've actually seen a PS2 box.
Yeah.
I've never seen one with a console.
I think the normal one for our market anyway was like a blue
box.
Boring box.
Yeah, really. It was boring.
But again, there is some rarities out there. I've seen the Terminator one. That was quite cool.
Argos just went in and asked, and they had one left. Fair play.
Oh, and so Reese Blower just on about his PS5 went in Argos, and they've got one. Thing is, that's a bit of a, you know what, that's a bit of
you never think to ask for Argos, do you?
Well, no, because when you check online a lot of the time,
it's like, no.
No. But you know what? Thank you, Reese, for mentioning
if you don't mind dropping it in the comments or DMing me later, how much did you pay? If you don't mind saying now, or, say...
Well, it should be $450 for a guess, unless it come with something
if you've got obviously a controller, that's another 70 quid, I think.
I'm not sure. Probably, yeah.
And then you're talking, obviously, if you've got a headset as well, that's another £100. Then games, £75. So you're talking about 600 quid before you even started.
Let us know, mate. But yeah, even, you know what, there's a point there. If you're in and about town and you want something like that, always worth asking. You never know.
Exactly.
Because they might not have updated the online thing.
Yeah.
Never know.
That could be an issue as well. You know what I mean? Obviously, they've probably not updated it.
Yeah, could be. Just going on to PS3, I'll catch up with the comments in a minute, boys and girls. So, PS3, that's a funny one, that is.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of variants.
There's like 2 or 3 variants of them.
Yeah, this one I've just picked here, 180 quid.
Yeah.
Pardon me, that's from a well-known auction site. We know where that is. Anyway, that is for the 60 gig version. Which,
is that the backwards compatible one?
Yes, it is. Yes. That's the one I had when I had one.
Yes, because it's a DVD player, plays PS2 and PS3.
Yes, and you've got the there's like where the disc goes in.
Yeah.
The lid to the side. On the later ones, you can't open it. On this one, you can open it, and there's like a multi-card reader in there.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's also got 4 USB ports. It's the one to look out for anyway. If you do want a PS3...
it's the most, not rarer, but the most desirable one.
Yeah, I would say so. Unless anybody knows of any rarer ones, I no doubt there is. But a 60 gig one, like I say, ain't got the biggest hard drive in the world, but the games are smaller.
Exactly, yeah. The game's not as big as it was, like, say, for your Call of Duties and stuff like that nowadays.
Yeah. So PS3, good one to look out for. Easy to collect for, definitely. The games are cheap, ain't they?
Well, games you can see in Fast Cash and CX just alone, they're only about a quid, 50p.
That's what I mean. Yeah, obviously, again, you get your rare games that, are really hard to get hold of. You're going to pay for them, but again...
It's like that with anything, though, isn't it?
Exactly. Again, we're trying to give you a basic idea what it costs to get, started, shall we say.
Yeah, and this is just a start.
Just to read out a couple more. Aaron just saying, changing the subject. It's mental how things gone up since lockdown. Sorry, I'll get me reading glasses in a minute. I've got some Pokemon cards from the old Wizards of the Coast era, and literally one of the cards he bought for 40 quid over a year ago, and it's now worth 200 plus.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, you know what? You're right there, Aaron. Yeah, exactly, mate. Stuff's gone.
Jared.
What did I say?
Aaron, it's Jared.
Sorry, Jared.
Sorry, Jared.
You're right there, pal. Yeah, it's gone up a lot.
Reese is saying £509 with Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, so we're talking 4.5. Am I right? 4.5 for the console, and then the rest for the game Ratchet and Clank, which
that's not too bad.
Does look good.
Yes,
it does look good. So on to
the next one.
Sega Master System.
One of my all-time favourites.
I've got to say, I do like this console. You know what? I actually think it looks alright as well.
It does as well.
Now this one, you're talking. This is a weird one because
it
the
varies
original. Yeah, it does vary an awful lot. I mean, to be fair,
it can go from £30 to £100 to nearly £200.
Yeah, I mean, the price I put there, as it says on the screen, boxed with a few games, nice condition. If you're after a good one, that's what you're going to have to pay. Yes, you can get them cheaper. Like,
oh God, yeah.
Like you said, what, 30, 40 quid?
Yes, you can get them cheaper, but if you want top quality stuff, then obviously you want to go for the
you're going to pay more.
Yeah.
I personally,
I'm not really bothered.
I think, but I think the Master System, the original one, looks nice. It looks cool. It looks a bit funky. I don't know. And there's some good add-ons.
It kind of reminds me. It looks like the Atari.
It's kind of that shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that sort of shape.
We'll get onto that later. So now, if you want to save yourself a few quid and play the same games, you can always opt for this, which I've got personally, the Master System 2, which I hasten to add was bought for me by my very good friend Danny Houghton. Danny, thank you very much, sir. So you're looking, as the screen says again, 60 to 100 quid. That's for a boxed one with some games to start you off with. It does play the same games as the original Master System. Don't know if there's any conflicts there at all, but I don't believe so. This is, I think, is a more stripped down basic version of that console, original console. I think this is obviously to try and shift a few more units.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, cheaper production, shift a few more units. So yeah, you're talking 60 to a ton. Again, yes, you can pick them up 25, 30 quid if you're not bothered about the box.
I was going to say, it's always it depends with the person as well. Like, if you don't like your stuff if you don't mind it in not battered but like used condition, then you can get them really cheap. But if you like them with box, if you like them with games, obviously then you're going to pay a bit extra. It just depends like how you want your stuff. And
also, obviously, just going on from that, where you buy them from.
Yeah.
Now we're taking, prices online from auction sites. That's what you're going to pay.
Yeah.
If you go to a car boot or if you look on Marketplace.
That's a good idea. Car boots. Always keep an eye out for car boots.
Car boots.
Because I bought one, Sega Dreamcast, from a car boot in Mission for £40 with 3 games and a controller.
Exactly.
It had a bit of yellowing on it, but all you had to do was get a bit,
retro bright, brighten her up.
Yeah, brighten her up, and that's it. Job's done.
To be fair, like I say, there is umpteen places you can look.
Yeah.
We're kind of taking the most common that people will tend to go for, which is buying online, basically. So let's move on. Sega Saturn.
My all-time favourite console.
Jordan loves this console. I like it too. Obviously, it's not right up there for me because I have got my Atari.
For me, it's literally that's my.
It's up there for Jordan. So. I did actually get you one of these, didn't I?
Yes, you got one for my
birthday.
Yeah, birthday it was.
I think it was. Birthday the other year. Anyway, I know what I paid, not telling him. But the figure you see on the screen isn't that right.
Yeah, for Sega Saturn, because it's such a desirable console.
It is now.
It is now.
And yet when it would come out...
It was rubbish.
Well, it wasn't rubbish, just...
It didn't do as good as the Dreamcast, did it?
It didn't do very well, no. So... the Saturn, yes, you can pick it up. Again, like we said previously, reading it, that is your box basic setup.
That's what you'll get anyway.
You can get it cheaper if you don't mind it a bit battered, a bit used.
Yeah.
No box, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so there's some very good games out for the Saturn.
Oh, God, yeah, there's so many.
Some absolutely. Daytona USA, anybody.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what, Sega Rally, you know it makes sense.
House of the Dead.
Oh yeah, is that on that?
Yeah.
There you go. I thought that was on Dreamcast.
No, all of them.
I don't sure. Well, either way, that brings us nicely on to the Dreamcast.
That's the second one.
Now we're going to say that this is kind of around.
This was around edition on PS2.
Yeah, I'm going to say price-wise. I mean, it's kind of around with the Saturn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell you what I like about a Dreamcast. Tell you what I like about this. you can get a lot of nice little add-ons for this.
Yeah, Dreamcast was really good for that, especially like the guns and everything you could do with it.
Even a fishing reel.
Yeah, fishing reel. Yeah.
You can actually get a fishing reel.
Now much they are the fishing reels.
Well, they used to be next to nothing, but I'm going to guess they're not now.
No, they're not now. They're pretty expensive now.
So yeah, like I said, Dreamcast. You can also get these kind of like, I can't remember what they call them now. Is it a VMU, the plug-in thing for the controller?
Yeah, it's like a little game in itself.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure what it was for.
That is a memory stick, well, a memory card.
Oh, the
so
digital.
You can save games on it.
Yeah.
And also you can literally play like a little mini game on it as well.
Oh, there you go.
And that's why I love Sega, because Sega always went out on the console.
And I do believe at the time, although obviously that's probably out the window now, that was you could get online with this console.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you could.
Not sure how that would go out nowadays.
Yeah, you imagine.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
But yeah, at the time, pretty cutting edge stuff. Unfortunately, it kind of lost out to the likes of Sony and
yeah,
Xbox
that's what I mean. Like, PlayStation just denied it.
Rather unfairly, I thought, because you know what, that thing, I've got to mention the game for that.
What's that?
Obviously, House of the Dead, as you just said, but Crazy Taxi.
Yes, Crazy Taxi was
what a
brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Arcade game, and it was on the Dreamcast as well. Brilliant, loved it. So let's get on to it.
Yes, so, the next one.
Oh, don't you we keep them coming? And like I say, we own all these, so we know kind of like roughly what we're talking about. So we've got one of my favourites, Panasonic 3DO. There's a few versions of this.
This one shocked me, to be fair. Well, not this one so much, but the one coming up. But
it's a good one, isn't it?
No one's really heard of it. I'm shocked at the cost of what it's costing.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember this. So this come out sort of mid-90s. About 94.
Did you say that should have been the PlayStation 1?
Yeah, there's a bit of history. I won't go into it now because we're talking about prices.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically this thing was sort of really cutting edge back then, but it was too expensive. I think it was about £600 on when it came out.
Which was compared to the PlayStation 1 at the time. The PlayStation 1 was, I'm guessing, about £400. So obviously back in the 90s, when you're only earning, say, £150 to £200 a week.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
Just a lot of money for people to pay out for.
I mean, for a lot of people back then, you know, average. I'm not talking good jobs or anything. Your average kind of job. That thing was a month's wages. Work it out, boys and girls. So yeah, it was a lot of money.
Yes.
But however, I rate it. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong, there's some stinker games out there, but there's also some very good ones, especially if you like FMV games, you know, full motion video. Some really good stuff out there. The prices vary wildly. 150 quid will get you a basic unit, maybe a game if you're lucky or two. I don't know.
Some of the games are pretty dear.
You know, it depends on how generous the seller's feeling. 300 quid will get you a really nice one in a box with some games. You know, pay your money, take your choice, but definitely one to look out for. And I think they'll go up. Don't know, but I think they'll just get rarer. Charlie Normanton in the house. Yay!
You said that at the same time.
In stereo. Charlie, how are you, my friend? So that's one version of it. Now, there is also, I mean, to be honest, there's a couple of versions of this, but I'm just going to pick another one out. This one's called an FZ10. Same thing, plays the same games. Supposed to be slightly more reliable due to the fact that it's got the flip-up lid as opposed to the mechanical in and out drawer.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you're not relying on the mechanics of that so much. As you can see, though, it is slightly cheaper because people do say that they prefer the look of the original one. So this one kind of takes a bit of a kick in for that.
Well, not really. What, £100 to £250?
Yeah, I mean, it's still not cheap.
No.
However, does the same thing, and I think it's still a nice console.
Yeah, not a fan of the shape though.
No, but like I say, I've got the reliability factor. It's slightly more reliable.
A cheaper version, basically, and a reliable version, then that's the one to go for, isn't it?
Yeah. You can see the price there. There's not much in it, but you get the idea. which brings us on to... What's that, everybody? No, it's not a video. It is
that's a Philips CDI.
Philips CDI. Yes, Philips CDI. Now, the one you're looking at is like I think it's called a CDI 220. Yeah. So, basically, it kind of looks like a video. It isn't. It plays CDR-based games.
I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah, well, you will have in a minute, because I'll show you the one that you recognise.
Yeah.
So, this is like an earlier model of it. There's quite a few variations on this. They all do the same kind of thing. It's pretty much a bit like the Panasonic in the way that a lot of the games are FMV based, and you can also play video CDs on it.
Okay.
Yeah. For those who kind of remember that, it's sort of after VHS tapes but before DVD, kind of somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And the quality was about the same as well, kind of somewhere in the middle. Better than a VHS, crappier than a DVD.
Yeah.
There you have it. But, so yeah,
Best of both worlds.
The only one thing I'm going to pick on with this console, and I will say it, the controllers are goddamn horrendous. The basic controller you get with it's more like a one-handed stick deal. It's not very good. You can get a joypad for it. Goddamn expensive.
That's the one I remember you saying.
Yeah, you know what? Again, like I keep saying, this price that you're seeing now is your basic setup. But that joypad that you can see in the background on the video there, you try getting one of them.
It's very hard.
You're talking 60 quid, 70 quid just for that. I'm not joking.
Yeah, just for the controller.
Slightly more updated version of the same thing.
That's one that I know. That's
the one. Ignore the fact it says Magnavox on the lid, but over here in the UK we would have the Philips. Yeah. I believe Magnavox is American. But anyway, that's the later one. That's the CDI 450. That's the one I would go for. Me personally, I like it. It's very compact. It does the same thing as the other one. And
it looks better as well.
You can see that controller I'm talking about there. That's the controller you can get with. Horrible, horrendous to use, unless you've got hands like that big.
I mean, it's a really good console. It generally is a really good console.
Yeah,
but it's a controller that lets me down.
Controller horrendous.
Yeah.
You've got the flip up lid there, so we haven't got that sort of issue with the disc drawer that can play up. Yeah. So, you pay money, you take your choice. Personally, for me, out of the two, either Philips 220 or the 450, there is a few others in between. There's even one better than the 450 as well, but they're making money. But if we're talking basic setup, 100 odd quid, get you a nice one. And there is some games out there, depends, you can always buy bundles. We'll get onto that in a bit, right, what have we got next? Oh, yes. Oh, my old favourite. Bing, 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 bing. You know it was coming up. Atari, everybody. Yes, of course it is. So, again, this is like a minefield within a minefield and another minefield on top. I'll explain. Okay. So, the one you're looking at is the one that everybody knows. Or you do if you're my age. This is what we call a Woody, for obvious reasons. No, get that out of your mind. So
you got some wood.
This one we're talking is what we call a Woody sixer. Why? Because if you look, it's got 6 switches across the front. There's loads of variants. There's a rarer one called a heavy sixer, which I have touched on before in another show. That basically, it's heavier. It's the original one.
Yeah.
Very slight difference in shape, but I'd have to point it out to show you. But the one you're looking at is a normal 6-switch Woody. The heavy sixer you're going to pay 300 or 400 quid easily, because they're rare. Probably more than that. The Woody you're going to pay 80 to about 120, boxed again, hopefully. Although the box may be a bit battered, but good news, as I said earlier.
Yeah,
I know for a fact. Yeah, I know for a fact with this, I think it's about 35, 40 quid. you can get yourself a nice brand new box. No, it's not the original one, but it looks spot on.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's something to consider. If you pick one up that's in good condition but without a box, maybe you want a box. Why not shell out the extra 30 or 40 quid, get yourself a nice box to go with it.
Not get dusty as well.
There you go. So, nice to collect for.
Easy to collect
Absolutely thousands of games out there for it to buy. Some very expensive, some not so. It's a nice collector's thing. I really enjoy it, love it. I've still got mine.
As you can tell, it's Grant's favourite console.
Yeah, I mean, I've got what they call a Vader one, Darth Vader issue, whatever you want to call it, edition. So basically on mine, the front is not wood, it's just plain black. And it's got 4 switches across the front and 2 on the back as opposed to all 6. It's just you know, as they do, they cheapen them off, sell more, blah, 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 make a few changes. So yeah, it's probably cheaper to buy. I think mine's kind of like about 1981. Yeah. That one's 78, I think. So yeah, and I've had mine since I was about 8. I've had it about 40 years, and it's never broke. Absolutely bomb-proof, them things. So if you want a good solid console, there you go. I think I've sold it well.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Stop rambling on now about Atari.
Atari. Okay, so on to another one.
Oh God, not another Atari.
No, wash your mouth out.
Oh no,
sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry, a C64, isn't it?
Thank you.
Sorry.
This is Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Like I say,
I weren't massively into it.
Yeah, but you won't be. You know what I mean?
Obviously, it's more for the
more for the older generation. But we're talking 100, 150 quid boxed, few games on cassette, with hopefully a working cassette drive. Now, the good thing about some of these modern some of these retro consoles, you can get modern versions of. So you'll have probably seen on my show, you can get one called the C64.
Yeah.
Looks exactly the same as that. Got a working keyboard.
Martin Smith saying we love our C64.
Yeah, Martin Smith, I know he's got one. We chatted about that. Yeah, you can HDMI that back straight into the telly.
That's cool.
Play on your modern telly. Perfect. Get loads of games for it. It comes preloaded with 64. You can add more to it.
But you're saying Maxi.
That's the point. Thank you, Martin. There is a couple of versions of the modern one. There's a mini, which is very mini. Comes with, I'm pretty sure that's also a 64 game, not sure. But it hasn't got a working keyboard. The Maxi has.
So Michelle loves it.
Yeah, Michelle loves it. I know, yeah. It's a good one. But if you want the original, that's the price you're going to pay. Me personally, you know what? I'm going to go against the grain here, and I do apologise, retro fans. And if you are a die-hard purist, cover your ears up. I prefer the modern one. I prefer the C64 Maxi. It's HDMI. It's exactly the same looking as the other one. Why not? Why would you not?
It's up to you, innit? I don't know. So.
I'm just waiting for the manufacturers to do an Atari 800 XL. Do it! Because I would buy that.
Yeah,
I would buy a HDMI Atari 800 XL, mate. That'd be like, inbox, buy it now. There you go. Delivered to your door. So yeah, there you have it. Now, that list is by no means anywhere near conclusive, whatever. It doesn't even cover what we've got, really, does it?
We've got a lot more, but obviously we wanted to do the basics for you guys.
Yeah,
to get a figure of what you can get.
We can do handhelds on another show.
Do handhelds, definitely. I've got a few handhelds.
I've got some tabletops, we can do that, we can talk about
that. Yeah, we can do the handhelds, we can do the tabletops all in one. Drop us a line, let us know, would you like to see a handheld?
Why not? I know Jared, was it?
Yeah, Jared,
okay, right. Jared did ask about that. Where did I get that
I don't know. Yes, we will do that. We'll do a handheld one and we'll do a tabletops one as well.
So, guys and girls, drop your comments in. What have you bought? How much have you paid? If you don't mind us being nosy.
Martin Smith is saying, I think they're making an Amiga Retro.
I think they're making an Amiga Retro. Yes, I've got wind of this. I haven't got wind. I mean, I've heard about this. So yeah, I believe that on the website of the guys who make the C64, I can't remember what bloody called now. I think it's just Retro Games or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
They've got a silhouette, and it looks suspiciously like an Amiga. I'll wait for that, and I would like to purchase, because that is a damn good machine.
Exactly.
However, I should really say, and I should offer a prayer to the gods of Atari, I'm sorry, but it's kind of a competitor to the ST, and I've got an ST, obviously, but I will say that Amiga's a good machine. Mine just saying Retro Games. Yeah, it's a company called, thank you mate, it is a company called Retro Games that make that, and so they're doing some good stuff. I just hope that they carry on with the success that they've had, and start doing a few more. I mean, Jesus, there's so many things they could do. Hopefully, I suppose it depends on licenses and all the rest of it. But
could Atari ST be?
Yeah, it could be an Atari ST. I mean, there's so many things it can do.
Yeah, especially nowadays, technology as well.
That's the one thing. You know what, boys and girls? That's the one thing we've got to love. Yeah, I mean, me, bloody hell, I like my retro stuff. You know that. But the thing is, it's like also you've got to embrace the fact that with modern technology, you know what I mean. We can do lots more. We can make these brand new consoles that look exactly like old stuff, but you can plug it on your brand new 4K
people, I think that's what people are wanting now. Obviously, they still want the old school look, but new school feel.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a beautiful thing. I love that. I love it about a lot of things. I love it about cars. Sorry, I'm not going to turn it into a car show.
Oh.
You know, it is. I like to do that.
Yeah.
But, you see these, what they call resto mods, where they've took an old car.
Like the Mark II Escort.
Yeah, exactly that. Trans Ams, all the rest, the stuff we like. But made it modern. Modern brakes, modern engine, modern electrics, everything works.
Basically everything modern.
Yeah, so when you press the button, it works.
Yeah.
And that's what...
6 hours to start.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what we like.
Yeah.
That's what we like. And I can't think of anything better than, like you say, stuff that looks retro, got modern insides, works, no problem. Beautiful thing.
Definitely.
So, Jordan, what do you think? Do you think we've covered?
Yeah, we've pretty much covered everything. Yeah.
So, I will say I do hope that you've enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was nice that somebody took the time out to message us.
Yeah.
Ash, thank you very much.
And if anyone else wants to see anything else different or something like this again,
drop us a message.
Yeah, drop us a message.
We can do that.
DM me. We'll get back to you straight away.
Obviously, we can do that. This is about you as well as us.
It's not just about us. It's about you guys as well.
And it's not all about. It is about games, but it's not all about streaming games all the time. We can sit and chat. We can tell each other about
that's what
stuff.
It's about, isn't it?
Community.
What it's about.
Why not? Talking of which, can I just do this as a community thing? So I need to give a shout out to this. Now, I hope I've got this right. I will, if Jordan don't mind, I will drop a link in on.
Oh no, I don't mind.
I'll show you in a minute. I'll drop a link in on the game show group. I'll do that on yours and my 8-Bit Junkie show. So I just wanted to chat. To be honest, it's kind of a bit of a downer to end the show on, really. But you know what? Come on. I've got to say it. So, there's a Facebook group now for one of my mates, and it's called Dickie Bow Making Memories. Okay, so it's a bit of a fundraiser set up by another one of our friends, for a friend of mine, and I know Martin knows him as well. His name's Dick, obviously, and he's a good mate. He goes back years. Unfortunately, like I say, he's had some bad health problems. I don't want to go too much on here, that's not fair, but he's not had a great time, ladding. They're setting up a fundraiser. Please look at it. Please give if you can. That if you can donate to it, that'd be great. I think what I haven't quite got the gist yet. I think what they're trying to do, they're going to get the fundraiser going, and then maybe arrange something for him, a holiday or some description or whatever. We're going to do something for him anyway. It's only just been started off, so it's very new. But Dickie Bow, making memories. Let's get that lad some money. Let's make somebody's face smile a little bit through some crap stuff that I know he's going through. Dick, our thoughts are with you, mate. And we've had some laughs in the past, you know that, pal. And it'd be nice to see you smiling as well. Okay, so I'm thinking of you, pal. And I know a lot of the people who watch the show are as well. Like I say, Martin texted me earlier and told me the situation. So thoughts are with you, pal. You know that. So yeah, unfortunately, like I say, that wasn't a great one to end the show on. But it is in a way, if you can help out, if you can look at the group, like I say, I'll put a link on your, if you don't mind, I'll put it on mine, and let's please give generously. Just read that out for Martin on about founded it for some live bands. Okay, yeah, on about like putting together some kind of like a bit of a festival with some live bands there. That'd be cool. Yeah, we'd all be up for a bit of that. So yeah, anything to raise a bit of money, a bit of awareness as well. You'll see if you follow the links, everything will be on there. And like I say, please give generously if you can. That'd be much appreciated. Moving on from that, next show. If whatever you want. Again. Yeah.
Old school hands.
Yeah.
Old school handhelds.
Old school handhelds. We'll do that next time. Yes. And oddities. I like oddities, don't you? Some weird stuff that you haven't seen. Well, we might have seen, but it's rare. So we'll do that. On my show, what am I doing? I don't know. I'll think of something. I haven't thought of anything yet. Because I've been busy thinking about this show. But I'll think of something, and I'll be back on the 8-Bit Junkie show very soon. So, boys and girls, ladies and gents, absolutely, thank you for joining us.
Anytime, Ash, anytime.
Ash, will it just chiming in, sorry. I do like to read these out as well. Cracking stream, cheers, lads.
Anytime.
Welcome, mate, absolutely welcome, and thank you for the suggestion. Martin Smith, I married one, I'm not going into that. Michelle will give me a.
Yeah.
You like that? Yeah, look good. Right. I need a shave.
You
anyway,
need a shave.
George, it's your show.
Thank you guys for watching Jordan's Game Show. Peace.